I think we win. Do you see? And we'll sacrifice Eros before they stop being a creature. And there we have it. Taii taken down at 29 life. We're still at 29 life. Look at this board. 7-7, 7-7, 7-7, 0-1, 2-3. Wow. That was good stuff. Hello, Rectangle Card Sports fans. I am Average Zen, and we are Average Zen Presents. Yay. It is a Brawlin Friday edition, playing some Magic the Gathering Arena, and hoping to have fun. We shall see. Before the fun begins, though, if you haven't already, give us a like, subscribe, comment, follow, all that good stuff. It helps out the channel. It just takes a moment. And we will begin now. We're looking today at Taii, the perfect shot. He's a 2/3 human mercenary. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to a creature equal to that creature's toughness, draw a card. Pay X, tap if a source you would control would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or player this turn, it deals that much damage plus X instead. Yeah. Well, essentially what that means is if we get burn spells and put them in our opponent's face, then we pay X and it becomes that much more damage. That works really well with cards like Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. It works really well with effects like Impact Trimmers, maybe a Lightning Helix. We've also got Perforos's Intervention and Lightning Bolt, Play with Fire, a whole bunch of cantrips that deal damage. Burst Lightning, of course, can be kicked and deal a little bit more damage. But we are running a sub-theme also of, token creatures, because we want to be able to trigger those impact trimmers and that sort of thing, along with our, where'd he go? We have Flage, but Perforos, where are you, Perforos? There we are. Perforos, God of the Forge, also does kind of a similar effect, 2 damage for each opponent. We have some fun cards like Smile at Death, Elspeth's Storm Slayer in the 5-mana slot. Dollmaker's Shop I like because it'll keep on making 1/1s. If we have Eros in play, we can attack in freely and generate those and get, our damage in. We can always sacrifice those guys, to deal 1 damage as well with a little Goblin Bombardment. We have the wonderful Corey Steelcutter, recently banned in Standard, still active in Brawl and other formats. Well, if you want the full deck list, you can always hit !deck in chat. Or if you're not with us live, then you can check out that video description link below while you're hitting like and subscribe. Hopefully, if you haven't already. Yeah? Well, let's take it into the queue, see what happens. The perfect shot. What is your perfect shot? I like Mind Erasers. I don't know that that's actually a shot, but I drink it in 1 drink because you put the straw into the bottom and, the 151. That's pretty much the Mind Eraser part. Yeah, all right, we'll keep this in. And seeing as how we do have a 1-mana play. Okay, there are worse things. Well, let's go ahead and play our Fanatical Firebrand. We're up against Kinnan, Bonded Prodigy. Gonna make good use of Mana Rocks and Mana Dorks, and then go searching for non-humans, maybe. All right, get our... we got our speed going. Get in there with our Fanatical Firebrand. We have a Seer Slicer Goblin, and we'll get that token train rolling. And next turn, Thunderbond's Vanguard seemed pretty good. Twitching Doll, I like it. Alright, let's go Battlefield Forge. And now, attack, attack, and attack. All right. Speed 3, Thunderbond Vanguard, come on down. And we have 2 5/5s. Cannon, you're here. Wonderful. I'll let the mana rocks flow. Wow. Sweet. Did you not read the Thunderbond Vanguard card? All right, then. Auto pay. And attack. Attack, 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 and attack. Hey. Well, they have chosen to block. And we have our speed of 4. Well, let's kill the Llanowar Elf. Kennen, come back. We need your help. Yes. Taii, you got the command from afar. Yeah, we didn't draw any damage spells that time or any of our impact trimmer effects, so we just went with Boros good stuff for the win. Well, let's try it again. Thunderbond Vanguard, very good on Arena. Of course, that being an alchemy card, you won't have access to that in paper, but I'm sure that you could double up on. I would maybe put like Omen of the Forge in here. That would be a good thing for Failure to flip. There's plenty of good stuff. That was a hard one for me to cut, honestly. It's just an enchantment that deals 2 damage on entry. But if you have Failure or other ways to, bounce it. All right, good matchup so far. We'll see what we hit next. Taii, can we get you to play? Can we get your ability to be relevant in this game? It's iffy. It's iffy. You have to have the right setup, which is why we're not entirely relying on our commander, but it can push us over the top. It can get the win in. Up against the Myco Tyrant. Yeah. Gonna make saplings and then funguses. Oh no, it's gonna make funguses, but yeah, equal to the number of saplings and fungus. We'll do that. Authority of the Console is very nice. And we have a Restoration and Self-Destruct as kind of an awesome card in this deck. Oh, and we found the Thunderbond Vanguard already. We may have wanted... Oh, let's... can we get cheeky? Oh, there goes Johnny. Alright then. Oh, we have a Wild Slash now, but I'm going to say let's go ramp. And grab ourselves a Plains. And get some damage in. There's the Myco Tyrant. Alright, we discard said Plains. Then we bring back a Johnny. Let's sacrifice this. Get ourselves a red mana source. Sacred Foundry is fine. Oh no. They didn't like a Johnny. They really wanted a Johnny to stay dead. That's fine. Because I was going to make kitties, and we had the Thunderbond Vanguard, and it was just going to make a bunch of kitties that were actually Thunderbond Vanguard. And then we were going to make them all big and hit them with the Self-Destruct and Taii Keen, extra damage to whatever we needed. That was the plan. Whatever we needed to remove blockers. And then we would draw a card. Fun times. See, Taii Joaquin doesn't necessarily have to be a finisher. It can also be a board ungummer upper, a board cleaner, a spot removal. Yes, a spot cleaner. And it also draws a card. It makes you feel good, just like a clean surface should. Any of you cleaning product companies out there, if you're looking for a for someone to sponsor, Windex, like the guy from My Big Fat Greek Wedding, Irini of the Unwritten. That's the one that. Look at the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a dragon creature from among them onto the battlefield. Oh, no. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. Alright, we need a black-white source with this. We have a white source there. Galvanic Discharge and Hired Claw. I mean, not black-white. Yeah, red-white. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. Witch Enchanter, I think, is going to have to come later. Okay, yep. Shock it in, get the Hired Claw. Pay 2 life. Hired Claw. And we do have the Galvanic Discharge, which is relevant. I had Ether Revolt in here right before we started playing, but just the energy cards are hit and miss. There's not quite enough of them. Let's go ahead and play Ocelot Pride. Oh, well. We have plenty of land, so I'm going to hold on to Witch Enchanter. Hired Claw works very well also with self-destruct. Its ability to keep on giving itself additional counters every time it deals damage. Combine that with a few extra mana and Taii Joaquin, we might be in good shape. Alright then, well. Wild Slash, we'll keep that on top. And we'll hold up the Galvanic Discharge. Nah, you know what? No, we won't. We'll put a counter on Hired Claw. We just talked about it. Could be good. Alright, they're getting very close. 1 mana at a time to a dragon. I believe we will attack in. Get to max speed. Play Taii Joaquin. And hold up the Galvanic Discharge and or Wild Slash. Alright, they have a 7/7. Alright, looking at the top 8. And they find Irini, the Song Unending. Alright, they're dealing 5 damage to our commander. Very cool. Take action. And it has protection from white and protection from black. That's awesome. Alright then. That pretty much means we lose, but we'll see what happens. That does nothing. Yep, Yep. That's 17 damage per turn that we cannot block or interact with at all. Good hit. Urini finds Urini off the top. What a world. Let's try it again. 5 damage to our 3 toughness commander. Let's have a 7/7 flying, find a 10/10 flyer, protection from half of your deck. Maybe if we'd had a split up. I don't know. Well, we have board wipes. Yeah, it's just too much damage, wasn't it? Oh, come on, matchmaker. You don't need to think this hard. What's going on? Why are you setting us up? And not in a good way. Oh, Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. Okay. 6 mana Tezzeret, 5 loyalty. Creature and planeswalker spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. Alright. Tezzeret deals X damage to each opponent where X is the number of artifacts you control. You gain X life. Oh my. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Exile the top 10 cards in your library. Put all artifact cards from among them onto the battlefield. We are in for some trouble, I think. Well, at least we have a Desert Cenote. I'd be very surprised if they didn't have a 0 mana art. There it is, Chrome Max. And they've gotten rid of what? Haunted Network. Oh man, that's like a win con for them. They must have a serious hand. I think we got to go with Esper Sentinel if we want to keep up here. Oh my goodness, Simulacrum Synthesizer already. Well, that's got to go. We're not there yet. We don't have enough mana. Alright then. Red, white, so let's go Sacred Foundry, pay 2 life. We're already extremely under the gun. And a Hired Claw. And attack in. If we didn't have that Memories of Nimblheim / Stroke of Midnight in hand, I think we would be in some serious trouble. Okay, they did not get a Construct. That is excellent. And they are... Oh, no! God, no. Why? I hit the wrong... I'm sorry for blowing nobody's eardrums out. I hit the wrong thing. Oh, my God. Why did I do that? You know? Oh my God, why did I hit the wrong thing? That's gonna cost us the game. Alright then. Well, let's hit him with a Torch to Tower. Let's see if we can find another non-creature or another permanent removal spell. That's immutable. That's not it. That is fuel for Grim Lavamancer, though. That's good. Oh my goodness, what a dumb move, Zen. Slow down. What is wrong with you? Alright, we just gotta hope that they do not get a 3 mana or greater artifact. Well, they have a Tezzeret. Oh, we have an Authority of the Consoles, though. Sweet. Alright, let's go white. Authority of the Consoles. Surveil. We'll keep that on top. Voice of Victory. And we can pay 1 red and deal 1 extra damage to something. I think actually what we want to do is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at you. And then hit Hired Claw. Alright, let's see if we can stabilize here. Seek a non-land card. Alright, I don't think there's a 3-mana artifact for 3. Yeah, there is. There's plenty. Oh, we got him. It somehow did not come back to bite us in the butt. In fact, I think maybe we accidentally destroyed the right thing. Because, yeah, they probably had some bombs in their hand that they could not cast because of that Cold Steel Heart being removed. That was it. We clenched up a little bit there when we did that. Oh my god. Slow down, Zen. Slow down. Let's take a nice calm deep breath, everyone. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Alright, up against Jace, the Mind Sculptor. Mono blue control at its finest. Man, we have no white sources. Mulligan. Alright, this will have to do. In fact, this could be very good with Goblin Bombardment and Voice of Victory. Alright, let's grab ourselves a red-white. Elegant Parlor. No, you know what? We're going to hold up the bolt. Just in case we have to bolt. I don't know. Something. Like a Drake Hatcher. That seems relevant. Man, my instincts are on today. Alright, let's go. Voice of Victory, so we can't be countered. They probably have a eaten by piranhas or something for that, though, don't they? Yeah, no touching. No touching. Oh, we don't mind that. Alright, pay 3 life. Restoration of a Ganjo. And get our planes. Attack. Get in some damage. Goblin Bombardment, very good with these mobilized tokens as well. Thassa, God of the Sea. Alright, we're going to pitch the Den of the Bugbear. Return the Den of the Bugbear. Play our planes. Goblin Bombardment, we mentioned that was good. And we will hold up Phalia. And 1 damage to you. And 1 damage to you. This is fine. Alright, to the top. That's not great. We really kind of wanted them to struggle a bit. Alright, there's Jace. Aha. To the graveyard with thee. All right, Bestus Doggo, your turn. You get to go kill the fox. All right, I like it. We got Voice of Victory back. And let's go Windcrag Siege. And I believe the answer is double attack triggers. You attack Jace. No more shenanigans, please. We will flip the Architect of Restoration and the Goblin Bombardment. Good doggy. Hey, there's our planes. Combo time. Alright, next turn could be good. Archmage's Charm, we're going to draw 2 cards. That is great for us. Instant. On the main phase. Alright. Here is where we distinguish ourselves. Well, let's go with the Hired Claw. And then we'll return the Hired Claw. Alright, land for turn. Make sure we play Joaquin. Taii Joaquin, come on down, please. Alright, and now, we do not have anything with, for an enchantment, that is. But we do have these guys. No. Okay, well, that's fine. All attack. And we'll flip Restoration of Aganjo and flip Hired Claw. Hey, that's a lot of guys. And now, 1 damage to you, sacrifice. 1 damage to you, sacrifice. And if only Taii Joaquin had haste, they would be dead this turn. And 1 damage to you. There we go. And we have lethal on board, so we're not going to overextend. Oh man, that was good. That was awesome. And we could have used Taii Joaquin there to finish him off if we'd been able to, if we would have played it 1 turn early. But I didn't know that we were going to be able to keep our board there. I thought they had to have had something. I was looking pretty sketch for us, but we got lucky. I thought for sure after Jace, they were just going to go on a bounce and or eaten by Piranha's Frenzy. Italy, oh, they're going to try to steal our stuff. I don't like it. We'll see if we can do anything about it. Well, yeah, if we would have had Draconotic's Engineer in play last turn, then we would have won easily with Taii Joaquin. Alright, let's hit him with the Surveil Land, since we do not have a turn 1 play. Oh, of course, our turn 1 is on top. Why not? Oh, they got a bird. Let's go Draconotics Engineer. And then that allows us to double spell next turn or go Fable of the Mirror Breaker. And we'll see what's relevant. Or possibly flash in Cather Commando. Alright, Selvala, that's the... And if another creature enters, its controller may draw a card if its power is greater than each other creature's power. Okay. Well, let's go Case of the Uneaten Feast. And Taii Keen. No attacks. Alright, we gotta find a way to kill this bird before they ally us. Here's what I'm thinking. 4 mana for a bird there, or a 4/4 seems pretty good. Resolve. We gain a life. Next, no attacks. Because next turn we can then exhaust Draconotics Engineer. It's both of their abilities. Alright, we're gonna discard the planes. Goblin Bombardment's pretty good here. Alright, okay. Let's go with make a 4/4. Resolve. Take action. Give everything haste. And attack in with a 3/3 and a 4/4 and a... Not a 2/2 though. We don't need the treasure, to be honest. Alright. Now we need to come down to brass tacks here. They are now in a Taii range next turn. So we got to get rid of that bird. Titan of Industry. Okay. And they have to choose 2. I imagine they're going to choose the Rhino and, yeah, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Alright, they go with Fable the Mirror Breaker. That's fine. I don't know if we can compete with this, except we have just drawn Erois. And we have a Goblin Bombardment. Which gives Erois the exact amount of devotion. And we even get a treasure token. That is awesome. No fear. Alright, well, we don't care. Yeah, they didn't die. And he's like, what? Why didn't they die? Oh, did you get a land? 3, 4, 5, 6. You still need 1 land. To steal our stuff, you need 1 land. If they kill even 1 thing of ours... Oh, they had it. Oh, because Selvala taps for land. Yep, okay. And they got a lightning bolt. That's not great. That's kind of exactly what we do not... Well, you know... we're going to go ahead and sacrifice that. to deal 1 damage to your face. Resolve. Oh, okay, well, sacrifice, no. Sacrifice that. Deal damage to your face. All things being considered, the lightning bolt might have been one of the better things they could hit off of us. As far as for us, anyway. Alright, they have a growing rights of Itlamok. They are at 7. And they have their own Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Oh my goodness. At the beginning of your, okay, they transform that into a land. Good stuff. All we need. What do we need? We need Taii. Resolve. Windcrag Siege. Auto pay. We're going to do double attack tokens. And attack. I don't know if this is going to work, but all right, cool. Are any of those enchantments? No, they're not, are they? All right, well, they're at 5. So what's this? I think we win. Yep. Do you see? And we'll sacrifice Eros before they stop being a creature. And there we have it. Taii taken down at 29 life. We're still at 29 life. Look at this board. 7-7, 7-7, 7-7, 0-1, 2-3. Wow. That was good stuff. Taii won us the game. All right, but not in the way you expect. They gave us enough devotion for Eros to be a blocker. And then be a creature. And just enough time for us to hit them. Hit them with all of our stuff. Excellent work. Let's see if we can get in one more win. Taii, I want to see you finish someone off with your ability. That would be awesome. We have the cards. Oh, Kefka, Court Mage, going to make us discard a whole bunch. And then flip, and they get to draw cards. Yeah, lose life during your turn, you draw that many cards. I wonder if they're going to cheat it out with a transform under Agatha's Soul Cauldron or something. That'll be cool. Yeah, we got Corey Steelcutter here. I think we go Case of the Uneaten Feast. And then next turn, we'll get a Surveil land so we can double spell with Quarry Steel Cutter. I'm somewhat doubting my ability to draw enough cards to double spell every turn. I mean, it starts out as a 4/5 for 5 mana. That's a hefty butt on a Court Mage. Why is he so buff? Alright, they're cracking the Misty Rainforest. Triome time. Alright, well, we also have a fetch land. Let's grab ourselves a Elegant Parlor. And we'll keep Ocelot Bride on top. That seems good. And we'll see what they do with their turn. Thoughtseize? No. Of course. That was a little disappointing. That's all that's going to be, though. They're just going to discard. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess it's good that they got the Quarry Steel Cutter, because them playing a discard deck, there's no way we're going to double spell every turn. Alright, well, we're hitting our lands. Let's get another white-red source. Sacred Foundry seems good. Pay 2 life. Get the Ocelot Pride. Gain a life. Get the Grim Lavamancer. Gain a life. Make some cats. Gain a life. Yeah, Grim Lavamancer likes it when you make us discard. Galvanic Discharge, cool. Faceless Looting, alright, you looking for some lands? Then they find Increasing Ambition. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and play Erois. And I think we're out of steam. And so we're going to have enough mana to play Taii and make Flage's ETB worth it. Grief. Sweet. Yeah, make us discard that Flage. Alright, Taii, come on down, gain us a life, Wild Slash on Grief. And we draw a card, which is not what they want to see. Authority of the Consuls, also amazing. That also lets us turn on Erois, and we get in for some damage. And that was a good draw. Oh, fell the Profane on Taii. That's fine. We can cast it next turn. You want to crack your land there, buddy? You're holding up priority. You got to wash away. Spell Snare. Okay. Sweet. Well, Kefka Court Mage, what say you? I think you're in trouble. 4 or less, and this happens to be 5. Well, that's fine. Yep. Because we were about to flage them. Good game, Kefka. Good game. Alright, Alright, even fighting through the Thoughtseize and the Kefka coming down, making us discard our stuff, that gave us just enough to get out Flades and get our devotion for Erois. Sithist Harvest Hand. And draw some cards whenever they play enchantments. We can do this. Witch Enchanter seems good. I'm probably going to hold on to that. Unless we absolutely cannot. So let's grab a red-white source to begin with. Sacred Foundry, shock it in. And let's go with, I guess, Burnout Bastronaut. Oh, very nice. I do like the Overlord here. That works very well with Taii. We haven't drawn that yet. All right, we want to land next turn. Land, please. That is a land. All right, go Mountain. Corey Steelcutter. Stadium Headliner. Take action. And attack. All right, speed up to 3. We really, you know what? I think we played the Witch Enchanter to play the Skyclave Apparition. Cooped up. Okay. Yep, okay. Pay 3 life. Let's go. I mean, we don't really need their ability. I guess this is fine, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and Skyclave Apparition. Get rid of Sithis. Stop their card draw shenanigans. Yeah. We have max speed. Max speed achieved. Alright, board wipe incoming. Overgrown farmland. Arasta. Okay. That is interesting. That means that we get to draw a card. Alright, let's get ourselves a red and white source. No, red source. Alright, and then we will pay 1. Auto pay. Boiler bilges. Oh, we did it. We made Taii relevant. And Burnout Bastronaut now has double strike. And now Helia of the Sun Crown is going to give Burnout Bastronaut lifelink and that it'll get counters. Yeah, you're dealing with all sorts of problems here, buddy. Renegade. You need a board wipe. That's what you need. And then you still have to deal with the Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. And the Corey Steelcutter. Abuela's Awakening. Oh my. Whenever a creature you control, you may draw a card. Okay. Well, it just so happens we have a Goblin Bombardment now in our hand. And that means it's game. That does mean game. Tap, 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 tap. And we're gonna kill him with Well, yes, they didn't let us kill them with the Taii. No, no, the Gamma Bombardment was going to deal 5 damage per creature we sacrifice. Oh, good game, Sithis. We took her out. We took out the Queen of Enchantments. That's going to do it for us today. I had a lot of fun with this deck, a lot more fun than I thought I would. Not relying on Taii as like I have to constantly be doing this allows us really to play both sides of what red-white really wants to be doing, which is making a nice, decent, aggressive board and supporting it with utility and burn. And that's what we did today, and I'm very happy with this deck. So I hope you are happy as well, and give it a shot. As always, love one another, be cool, don't be a jerk, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering.